With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 3 of 4.
Etc.
When a country is well governed, poverty and a mean condition are things to be ashamed of. When a country is ill governed, riches and honor are things to be ashamed of. Please continue watching for more wisdom from the great master Confucius, vegetarian.
Vegan, heavens welcome you with open arms.
Beatrice, she's actually right around 8 years old now.
Oh my God! What has happened? It wasn't me. Well, B, you got a nose full of dirt.
These two and their shenanigans.
What are you doing?
Cats and pigs, the relationship is something that we haven't seen before. They just kind of enjoyed each other's company from the start.
Peace is happening around our world.
There are many countries who have taken actions to promote peace and foster amity among peoples and governments. The following is one of them. Etc.
November 2023. The President of Turkey, His Excellency Recep Tayyip Erdogan, a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion Laureate, says his country will help restore ravaged infrastructure in Gaza, including hospitals and schools, should a ceasefire be reached. By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
When visiting the Angkor Wat Temple Complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Center in Cambodia, try showing appreciation to your friendly guide with Ah Kun, which means thank you in Khmer, the official language of Cambodia. I am Samnang. The generous Cambodians support you on your quest for spiritual upliftment through the study of the teachings of the ancient masters. May everyone awaken to their true compassionate nature. Welcome to selections from the sacred Confucian Analects, chapters 2 and 8, part 2 of 2, on words of wisdom. The great master Confucius, vegetarian, was a Chinese philosopher during the 5th century BCE. He is regarded as one of the most influential masters in history and is the founder of the Ru school of thought. His teachings and philosophy have influenced people of many generations, and even to this day is considered to be moral guidance for many people throughout the world. During his lifetime, Confucius traveled across many states of the Chinese kingdom and expounded on what would later become the basic tenets of Confucianism, namely benevolence, righteousness, courtesy, wisdom, and faith. The influence of Confucius during his time came through his living example of virtue and his philosophy of compassionate governance. Confucius dedicated his life to education. He welcomed all disciples who wished to learn, regardless of their social status. Confucianism places great importance on personal and government morality. correctness of social relationships, justice, and sincerity. The philosophy presents 5 virtues that all humans should follow every day to live a harmonious and wholesome life. Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, once spoke about Confucius during a lecture titled The 5 Virtues of Confucianism, given on February 2nd, 2019 in Sihu, Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
好，我也佩服孔子啊，谢谢他。一个人开悟这样子，生生世世人还会尊重他。你看啊，到这个时代，人家还拜他呢，还纪念他的生日、那个死日，还有寺庙盖的辉煌给他纪念，给后代的人学习他的教理跟榜样。真正的一个开悟的人，会影响哇百千万亿的人。
It is a pleasure to present selections from Chapter 8 of Confucian Analects, a literature of teachings and philosophy of Master Confucius collected by his disciples and translated by James Lake. Chapter 8. The Master said, Taipo may be said to have reached the highest point of virtuous action. Thrice he declined the kingdom, and the people, in ignorance of his motives, could not express their approbation of his conduct. The Master said, Respectfulness without the rules of propriety becomes laborious bustle. Carefulness without the rules of propriety becomes timidity. Boldness without the rules of propriety becomes insubordination. Straightforwardness without the rules of propriety becomes rudeness. When those who are in high stations perform well all their duties to their relations, the people are aroused to virtue. When old friends are not neglected by them, the people are preserved from meanness. The philosopher Chang, being ill, said, Uncover my feet, uncover my hands. It is said in the book of poetry, we should be apprehensive and cautious, as if on the brink of a deep gulf, as if treading on thin ice. Now and hereafter, I know my escape from all injury to my person, O ye my little children. The philosopher Chang, being ill, Mang Chang went to ask how he was. Chang said to him, When a bird is about to die, its notes are mournful. When a man is about to die, his words are good. There are 3 principles of conduct which the man of high rank should consider specially important: that in his deportment and manner he keep from violence and heedlessness, that in regulating his countenance he keep near to sincerity, and that in his words and tones he keep far from lowness and impropriety. The philosopher Chang said, Suppose that there is an individual who can be entrusted with the charge of a young orphan prince and can be commissioned with authority over a state of 100 li, equivalent to approximately 50 kilometers, and whom no emergency, however great, can drive from his principles. Is such a man a superior man? He is a superior man indeed. The philosopher Chang said, The officer may not be without breadth of mind and vigorous endurance. His burden is heavy, and his course is long. Perfect virtue is the burden which he considers it is his to sustain. Is it not heavy? Only with death does his course stop. Is it not long? The Master said, It is by the oaths that the mind is aroused. It is by the rules of propriety that the character is established. It is from music that the finish is received. The Master said, The people may be made to follow a path of action, but they may not be made to understand it. The Master said, Though a man has abilities as admirable as those of the Duke of Zhou, yet if he be proud and stingy, those other things are really not worth being looked at. The master said, "It is not easy to find a man who has learned for 3 years without coming to be good." The master said, "With sincere faith he unites the love of learning. Holding firm to death, he is perfecting the excellence of his course. Such a one will not enter a tottering state, nor dwell in a disorganized one. When right principles of government prevail in the kingdom, he will show himself. When they are prostrated, he will keep concealed. When a country is well governed, poverty and a mean condition are things to be ashamed of. When a country is ill governed, riches and honor are things to be ashamed of." The master said, "He who is not in any particular office has nothing to do with plans for the administration of its duties." The master said, "When the music master Chi first entered on his office, the finish of the guanzu was magnificent. How it filled the ears!" The master said, "Ardent and yet not upright, stupid and yet not attentive, simple and yet not sincere. Such persons I do not understand." The master said, "Learn as if you could not reach your object, and were always fearing also, lest you should lose it." The master said, "How majestic was the manner in which Sun and Yu held possession of the empire, as if it were nothing to them." The master said, "Great indeed was Yao as a sovereign. How majestic was he! It is only heaven that is grand, and only Yao corresponded to it. How vast was his virtue! The people could find no name for it. How majestic was he in the works which he accomplished! How glorious in the elegant regulations which he instituted! Sun had 5 ministers, and the empire was well governed." For more information, please visit Internet Sacred Text Archive, sacred-texts.com.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
My advice is, your body, the animals, and the planet will love you for being vegan. Ethically, environmentally, and physically, it's the best thing you could ever do. Barney Duplessis, vegan.
Inspiring viewers, it is a joy that you could join us today for Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Trump Got It Done by Jack D. Adams, Part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May the celestial melodies remind us of our heavenly home.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/WOW.